Bime, 34 female, VP of People and Culture at a mid-sized tech firm in Seattle. Master's degree in sociology, minor in gender studies. Make $180K a year, plus bonuses. Office has floor-to-ceiling windows, view of the Space Needle. Spend my days crafting DE&I initiatives and lecturing engineers on microaggressions. Life is a curated feed of aesthetic success. Married to James for 6 years. James is 36, civil engineer. Makes $110K. He's the stable type. Boring. Comes home, goes to the gym, plays with the dog, fixes things around the house. Never wants to discuss the geopolitical implications of the patriarchal gaze. Just wants to watch football and grill meat. I look at him and feel stifled. He is the anchor dragging down my balloon. I am evolved, he is stagnant. I am the main character, he is an NPC. Our conversations are torture. I talk about my emotional labor. He asks if the car needs an oil change. I tell him he's gaslighting me by focusing on logistics instead of feelings. He just stares. Blank face. The gray rock method, though I didn't know it at the time. I interpret his silence as submission. He knows I'm smarter than him. He knows I'm the prize. I am out of his league, and we both know it. Be me 6 months ago. Friday night. Drinking a $60 bottle of red wine. Scrolling through Instagram. See my college friend, Sarah. Sarah just got divorced. Posting photos in Bali. Eat, pray, love vibes. She looks free. She looks empowered. Look over at James. He's falling asleep on the couch, watching a documentary about bridges. Disgust rises in my throat like bile. Why am I settling? I am in my prime. I have the career, the looks, the status. I deserve a power couple dynamic. I need a man who challenges me, who reads theory, who earns more than me but respects my autonomy. James is just furniture. Decide right then and there. It's time to trim the dead weight. I'm going to divorce him. But I'm going to do it smart. I'm going to win. I handle HR disputes for a living. I know how to document, how to frame, how to execute. I will be the victim. He will be the oppressor. I will get the house, the dog, and a fat alimony check to maintain my lifestyle while I find my soulmate. I am a genius. Start phase 1, the setup. Start picking fights. Small things. He leaves a cup in the sink. I launch a 20-minute lecture on weaponized incompetence. You expect me to clean up after you because you view women as servants, James. He looks at the dishwasher, then at me. It's just a cup, babe. I was going to rinse it. It's not about the cup, James. It's about the mental load. I carry the entire cognitive burden of this household. He doesn't yell back. He never yells back. He just sighs and puts the cup in the dishwasher. I'm sorry you feel that way. Smug face, JPG. Got him. Write it down in my incident log. Date, time, husband dismissed emotional concerns, exhibited passive-aggressive behavior. This log is going to be my golden ticket. Keep this up for weeks. Badger him about his tone. Criticize his friends, too toxic. Criticize his hobbies, escapist. Criticize his salary, ambitionless. He takes it all. Stoic. Unmovable. It infuriates me. Why won't he fight? If he fights, I can call him abusive. If he stays silent, I can call him emotionally negligent. Heads I win, tails he loses. 2 months later. Saturday morning. I'm ready. Sat him down at the kitchen table. No coffee for him. Power moves. I have a list of grievances printed out. James, we need to talk. He looks up from his phone. Calm. Unnervingly calm. Okay, what's up? I'm unhappy. I've been unhappy for years. You are emotionally unavailable, you don't support my career growth, and frankly, I've outgrown you. Wait for the begging. Wait for the please, I'll change, I love you. I have my rebuttals ready. I have my script rehearsed. James puts his phone down, folds his hands, looks me dead in the eye. Okay. And what? Okay, that's it. I tell you our marriage is failing and you say, okay. You said you're unhappy. You said you've outgrown me. I don't want to be with someone who despises me. No tears. No anger. Just data processing. My face heats up. He's ruining the moment. He's supposed to be devastated. I want a divorce, James, and I want you out of the house. The house is in both our names. I need space. I need to heal from the trauma of this relationship. He stands up. All right, I'll stay at a hotel for a few days while we sort out the legalities. He walks to the bedroom, packs a bag. 15 minutes later, he's at the door. I'll contact a lawyer on Monday. Please communicate via email from now on. Door clicks shut. Silence. I stand in the hallway, shaking. Not with sadness, but with rage. How dare he be so professional? He treated our marriage ending like a project management meeting. Whatever. He's gone. I won. Pop the champagne. Post a selfie on Instagram. Caption choosing myself, new beginnings, self-love. Likes start rolling in. Dopamine hit. I am free. Be me 1 month post-separation. Living in the house alone. It's quiet. Really quiet. Trash is piling up. I usually nagged him to take it out, but he actually did it. Now I have to do it. Gross. Light bulb in the hallway flickers and dies. Stare at it for 3 days. Eventually hire a handyman. Costs $150. Whatever, I'm rich. Download Tinder and Bumble. Set age range, 28-45. Income requirement, high. Bio, sapiosexual, CEO mindset, no hookups. If you voted for redacted, swipe left. Expecting an avalanche of CEO chads. Get a lot of matches. Mostly guys holding fish or gym selfies. Gross. Go on a date with Michael. 38, tech entrepreneur. Looks good in photos. Meet at a high-end sushi place. I start talking about my work, my theories, my trauma from my ex. Michael checks his watch. So do you have hobbies? He asks. My work is my passion. Dismantling systemic oppression is a full-time job. He orders another steak. Cool, cool. Bill comes. I wait. He waits. Awkward silence. Are we splitting this? He asks. I'm floored. I thought you were a gentleman. I thought you were an independent executive. Furious. Pay my half. Ghost him. Date 2, David. 29, personal trainer. Hot. Stupid but hot. We hook up. The sex is athletic. Next morning, he asks for an Uber home. Never texts me again. Check his profile. He updated his location to the next city over. Feel hollow. Why is the quality of men so low? Where are the educated, wealthy, feminist allies who want to worship a queen? Call my friends. They tell me men are trash. You're doing great, sweetie. Echo chamber reinforces my delusion. I am right. The world is just wrong. Meanwhile, the legal battle begins. I hire Brenda. Top-tier divorce attorney. Charges $600 an hour. Brenda is a shark. Tells me we are going to gut him. We'll go for emotional distress, loss of consortium, and full alimony. You've become accustomed to a certain lifestyle. I nod. He was financially controlling. I lie. Perfect, Brenda says. We'll need proof. I have my logs. I hand over the notebook. Brenda skims it. This is mostly you complaining about chores. It's patterns of abuse, Brenda. Okay, we'll frame it as coercive control. It's trendy right now. Judges eat it up. James hires a lawyer. Never heard of him. Some old guy in a strip mall office. Looks like he handles traffic tickets. I laugh. James is cheap. He's going to get destroyed. Be me, 3 months post-separation. Work is getting weird. CEO calls an all-hands meeting. Stock price is down 40%. Investors are angry. We need to return to core competencies, he says. Efficiency is the new priority. I raise my hand. How does this impact our diversity goals? CEO looks at me, visibly annoyed. We can't have diversity if we don't have a company, anon. Room goes silent. I feel the shift. People aren't nodding along anymore. They are looking at their shoes. A week later. Budget cuts. My department is slashed by 50%. I lose 2 assistants. I actually have to do paperwork now. Stress levels rising. Come home to a letter. From James's lawyer. It's a financial discovery request. They want everything. Bank statements, credit cards, Venmo history, emails. I scoff. Go ahead, I think. I have nothing to hide. Send the docs. Brenda calls me a week later. She sounds different. Less sharp, more nervous. Anon, we have a problem. What, did he hide money? No, it's your spending. What about it? You spent $12,000 on self-care retreats last year. So, it was for my mental health. You spent $4,000 on designer shoes in 1 month. I need to look professional. Anon, you spent 115% of your post-tax income for the last 3 years. James covered the rest. That's what a husband does. James, she pauses, James saved 60% of his income. He put it into a separate investment account, a premarital asset trust. My blood runs cold. What? He bought a rental property 2 years ago. It's in a trust. You didn't know. No, he never told me. Did you ever ask about his finances, or did you just hand him the bills? Flashback. Me throwing the utility bill on the counter. Handle this, I'm too busy changing the world. Me buying a $2,000 purse and hiding the receipt. Me telling him money is a social construct when he asked about savings. Oh God. We can go after it, right? I ask. It's tight, Brenda says. He has impeccable records. Every transfer is documented and he has logs too. Phase 3, the collision. Deposition day. Walk into the conference room. Wearing my power suit. Red lipstick. Killer heels. I am going to intimidate him. James is there. Wearing a simple suit. Looks healthy. He's been working out. He looks rested. He looks at me, nods politely, then looks at his lawyer. His lawyer, the strip mall guy, pulls out a laptop and a thick binder. The binder. It's 4 inches thick. Tabbed. Color-coded. My stomach drops. Deposition starts. Brenda goes on the attack. Mr. Last Name, my client alleges you were emotionally abusive and financially controlling. James's lawyer clears his throat. Objection, vague, but we will address the financials. Lawyer opens the binder. Exhibit A, a spreadsheet of household contributions. Mr. Last Name contributed 70% of the household operational costs, despite earning 40% less than the plaintiff. Exhibit B, credit card statements. Plaintiff spent an average of $3,500 monthly on personal luxury goods, categorized here. Slide across the table. It's a pie chart. A fucking pie chart of my shoe addiction. Brenda tries to pivot. This is about emotional abuse. My client felt unsafe. James's lawyer smiles. It's not a nice smile. Exhibit C, the recordings. I freeze. Recordings, I whisper. Washington is a 2-party consent state, Brenda says quickly. You can't use those. Actually, the lawyer says, these were recorded by the home security system, which the plaintiff installed, and signed the user agreement for, which states that audio is recorded in common areas. He presses play. My voice fills the room. Shrieking. Hysterical. You are a pathetic excuse for a man. You're nothing. I make the money. I own you. James's voice on the tape. Calm, quiet. Please stop yelling. I'm just asking if you want dinner. My voice again. I wish you were dead. I wish I never met you. Silence in the conference room. I look at James. He's not looking at me. He's looking at the table. Shame burns through me. Not for what I did, but because I got caught. Brenda closes her folder. We need a recess. In the hallway. Brenda is furious. Why didn't you tell me about the cameras? I forgot. I had them installed to watch the dog. And you forgot they record audio. I never watched the footage. Well, he did, Brenda hisses. He watched all of it. Anon, this looks bad. This looks like you are the abuser. Me, I'm the victim. The system is rigged. The system runs on evidence, Brenda snaps. And he has a mountain of it. He has a paper trail going back 3 years. He knew you were going to do this. The realization hits me. The twist. James didn't just take it. He wasn't being passive. He was building a case. Every time I yelled. Every time I spent money we didn't have. Every time I insulted him. He was filing it away. The unmovable object wasn't a rock. It was a fortress. And I had been throwing pebbles at the walls while he loaded the cannons. I feel sick. What do we do? We settle, Brenda says. Right now, before this goes to a judge. If a judge hears those tapes, you'll be lucky to leave with your car. Back in the room. We offer to drop the alimony request. James's lawyer shakes his head. No. What do you mean no? Brenda asks. My client wants a reimbursement for the dissipation of marital assets. Specifically, the $45,000 taken from the joint savings account 3 days before the separation. I wince. I took that money to pay Brenda's retainer and book a trip to Cabo. And, the lawyer continues, he wants the dog. No, I scream, not Buster. Buster is my emotional support animal. James speaks for the first time. You haven't walked him in 6 months, Anon. The logs show the dog walker comes twice a day. I walk him at night. You just post pictures of him. I can't breathe. He knows everything. He watched me. While I was living my truth, he was watching the reality. Fine, I whisper, fine. The aftermath. Divorce finalized. I get 0 alimony. I owe him $20,000 for the asset split. Brenda sends me a bill for $15,000. I have $4,000 in my checking account. Move out of the house. Move into a luxury apartment downtown. It's a studio. Cost is astronomical. But I need the address for the status. Go to work. Morale is 0. People avoid me. Rumors are spreading. Someone found the court filings. No, worse. James is dating someone. Saw them at the farmer's market. I was hiding behind a kale stand. She's young. Maybe 26. Not a corporate girl. Wearing a sundress. No makeup. Laughing. She's holding his arm. Looking at him like he's Captain America. James is smiling. A smile I haven't seen in 5 years. He looks free. He looks like a man. I look at myself in the reflection of a shop window. Tired eyes. Aggressive blazer. Frown lines etched deep. I look like a headache. I realize the truth. I wasn't the prize. I was the burden. The collapse. Work calls me in. HR director, my boss. She looks uncomfortable. Anon, we're restructuring. What? I'm the VP of culture. We're eliminating the culture division. We need to focus on product. The engineers are complaining about the mandatory seminars. They say it's creating a hostile work environment. Hostile, I'm teaching them equity. You're lecturing them, Anon, and with the personal legal matters, we feel it's best to part ways. Fired. Fired for being too much. Escorted out by security. Hold my box of belongings. Stand on the sidewalk. Raining in Seattle. Of course it's raining. Call my friends. Sarah doesn't pick up. She's back with her ex-husband. They're working it out. Traitor. Call Michael from Tinder. Number disconnected. Go home to the empty studio. Open a bottle of wine. Box wine this time. Can't afford the good stuff. Sit on the floor. Scroll through old photos. Pictures of me and James from 7 years ago. Before the master's degree. Before the ideology took over. We looked happy. I looked soft. He looked in love. I destroyed it. I took a sledgehammer to a load-bearing wall because I didn't like the wallpaper. I thought I was Icarus flying to the sun. But I was just a moth flying into a bug zapper. Now I am 35. Unemployed. Divorced. In debt. And the patriarchy didn't do this to me. James didn't do this to me. I did this. I listened to the internet instead of my husband. I chased a narrative and crashed into reality. The receipt has arrived. And I cannot pay it. Be me 6 months later. Working as a consultant for a nonprofit. Pay is garbage. Live in a smaller apartment. Spend my nights on Reddit. Writing long posts about how men are intimidated by strong women. Get banned from our dating for misandry. Make a fake account. Stalk James's Facebook. He's married. To the sundress girl. Photo of them. She's pregnant. Holding a sign, baby boy to July. James is building a crib. He looks strong, capable, happy. He has his legacy. He has his peace. I have my theories. I have my independence. I sit in the dark. Blue light from the screen, illuminating my face. I whisper into the void. I won the argument. Tears finally come. Hot and bitter. But I lost everything else. Close laptop. Stare at the ceiling. The silence is deafening. And this time, there is no one to blame but me. End.